Okay, so you're welcome to today's session. Our guest speaker is on the call, though he's currently displayed as Augustine Ugochukwu. Don't mind that. His name is Prosper Ezeidei, for those of you that saw the flyer. And there is a reason why he's currently displayed as that. He's using another person's account now to join the program. So without much further ado, I'll jump straight into it by introducing him. Our guest speaker is a trailblazer in project management and experts. People are coming in, so I will be admitting them as they are coming in. And he has a master's degree in project management from the University of South Wales in the United Kingdom. He has a unique fusion of scientific expertise from his BSc in human physiology, not psychology, physiology and anatomy, and an extensive experience spanning business, agriculture, technology, and fashion. Mr. Prosper brings a distinctive perspective to driving innovative growth and delivering results-driven solutions. As a seasoned professional with leadership roles at Fixit, Vetmans Resources Limited, where we actually work together, that is how I got to know him and where I got to know him. Dockside and Astip Med, he has successfully spearheaded cross-sectional projects, international markets penetration, and tech-driven business delivery. Mr. Prosper's expertise extends beyond traditional project management. He's also a co-owner of an international disruptive Afro-centric fashion brand. Let me admit more people trying to enter the call. Infusing cultural richness into the global fashion landscape, he is also a product lead at Fixit, a full-stack digital agency. Mr. Prosper leverages his technical acumen to drive digital innovation and propel business growth. His mantra is around harnessing technology to fuel business innovation and propel sustainable growth. With a proven track record of delivering impactful projects and growth strategies, Mr. Prosper is a trusted expert in his field, poised to drive transformative change in the world of business and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the guest speaker for today on the person of Mr. Prosper Ezeidei. Mr. Prosper, please, you have about 30 minutes to present, and then the participants, we have about 10 to 15 minutes to ask questions, and then we'll wrap up. We want to ensure that we stick to the time indicated on the flyer. Enough of African time and delays. Thank you. You have the floor.
Thank you, Wally. Good evening, everyone. Wally, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. All of them are muted, so you can just go on.
Okay, that's fine. This section will be more of an interactive, and you're going to make it as engaging as possible so that everybody can follow up on what we are doing. Can I share my screen, or will you share from your own end, Wally?
It will actually be nice if you can share, but I can also share from me since I have your material. Maybe if you have the bandwidth to share from your hand, you can go ahead. However you want it to be, it's fine.
Okay, let me try and check that I can do that for my own end. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can't, I'm ready. I can share. I can share on your behalf.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Today, let's run. Today we'll be talking about revolutionizing project management in the age of AI, navigating the impacts on project and professionals. All right. Let me start by asking questions. So Wale, you would have to give people much opportunity to be able to talk, and so we can hear ourselves. All right?
Sure.
Yeah. So let me start by asking, let's start this way. Let me start by asking this question. Is anybody here who have ever had a project derail because of timeline, failing to send those mail, your laptop crash, you send someone a file through WhatsApp, the person say he couldn't see it. Is there anybody like that? Please just open up your mic and say something so we pick it up from that direction. Is anybody that have ever had to miss a deadline because you forgot to join a call, you forgot to send out mail, you forget to do something about it? So have anybody experienced something like that before?
Yeah, you can unmute and answer if you want to contribute. You have the right.
This lecture today is more of engagement. It's just we talking, not me teaching this time around. Have anybody experienced? Come on, we have all done something like that. Let me hear something. Have anybody missed any deadline before? You want to send a file, your laptop crashed, you send a mail, you forgot the mail did not go or something. Maybe you don't have data or something. Have anybody experienced a project derail in terms of this?
I have.
Okay.
But I expect the participant to speak up for anyone. Also, don't forget that some of them are recent graduates and undergraduates that that might not have actually handled a real project in the past. But I'm just speaking on their behalf because we have a certain group of people we actually threw the flyer at during the time prior to this moment. So if I may answer that question, I would say that personally, I have, and it's not because of my inability to hold my pants up. It's because of the Nigerian factor, if I may put it that way.
Okay,
yeah, it was mainly due to internet. I was supposed to submit some project plans before a certain deadline, and I couldn't attach it to my mail due to low bandwidth of the internet. So I didn't get any sort of punishment to that because the team I was working with understood the socioeconomic situation of my country because it was a global remote team. So to answer that question, I have. But speaking on behalf of the participants, some of them are students and some of them are recent graduates who may not have actually handled a real project at that level before. So we can proceed.
Okay, so today we are talking about AI in project management in general. We are here today to discuss not just about AI or not to fear about it. AI is not really taking our job. We are not here to talk about, we are not here to incite fear. But the reality on ground now is that AI is no longer futuristic. It's happening now. On day-to-day activity, we make use of AI. And the earlier we embrace the truth and get ourselves well positioned for that, we will be on the front line of this renovation coming in. We need to be on the front line of people who use this. Every sector right now is experiencing AI shift, be it automobile, be it any angle you talk about, the finance industry, entertainment industry, construction, maintenance. AI have been a major shift going on right now. So let's talk about the AI shift in global project management. The AI shift in global project management is revolutionary now. The way businesses are being planned, the way businesses are being executed, the way businesses are being reviewed. So there is a lot happening by automating these routines. The work of a project manager, you scheduling your tasks, monitoring, giving feedback to stakeholders, meeting milestone, delivering project as of when your budgeting and all. Every aspect of project, right from planning to execution, even to review, have been affected by these global effects that's being brought about by AI. Every industry is gearing up towards AI adoption. And we as project managers right now, it's time to wake up to the core to understand that machine learning and algorithm is providing a predictive insight on team management and everything, both in risk management. Every aspect of project management is being affected by AI. So what are the key industries benefiting from this AI intelligence? The leading the future industries include several sectors like healthcare, finance, construction, retail, manufacturing, transportation. Each industry use AI in a unique way, from diagnosis of disease to anything you could ever think of right now. Every business is trying to find a way to infuse AI, be it business management, business development, every aspect of business. AI is being coming in now. So let's break down some of the industries one after the other. We understand what AI is doing in the finance industry. Hello? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, go on. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Of course,
Right
you're
now,
on. Go on.
what's happening in the finance industry? Can anybody tell me, Wale, do you have any idea of what AI is being used in the finance industry at the moment? So this class is
Well,
moving.
I'm not.
Do you have any idea?
Can
Have
you
you
hear
ever
me?
used AI on your app?
Not in the core finance sector, but if I may talk about the financial aspect of my area of expertise, which is construction. There is something we call the bill of quantities, right? The BOQ, or in core engineering they call it BEME when it comes to civil engineering works, but in building works they call it BOQ. That is a financial document that a quantity surveyor produces on a project. I understand right now that there are AI agents, right, that can actually work when you feed in the documents, the designs, the sketches, the draft. They can actually come up with the prior knowledge of the prices of that country or the area you are, and also the familiarity of the materials you want to use. They can actually come up with actual prices for you if you have tailored that AI agent to a certain extent. However, there are some tools that are specifically built for that, right? And to the best of my understanding, they are currently infusing artificial intelligence into all those tools now. So to answer your question, on that scale, I might want to believe that in the core area of finance, artificial intelligence is actually highly applicable.
Yeah. So if you all remember back then, I think UBA launched a chatbot for customer service. So these are UBA. I think UBA first did it first. As is it Leo? It's called Leo. It's a chatbot that enables. If you think back, I think 2 years back or something. UBA
Of course.
they launched a chatbot called Leo, which takes care of most of their patients. So lately, even in the finance industry, as I'm talking to you this moment, there is something I noticed in UK right now. When I transferred money to someone sometime last week, but funny enough, I get to notice that the person I was chatting with from the onset of those transactions to the end, till the issue was resolved, was never a human. It was a chatbot, but it was so real. I mistakenly sent money to someone who kind of end up it was a financial fraud. This AI was kind of motivating, giving me reassurance. Hey, calm down. We will retrieve your money. We just need enough evidence. When I complained, I would never believe AI could be that empathic. It actually called me on phone telling me, I understand you are being bothered that you lost money, but can I get source evidence? Who did you transfer money to? How much did you transfer? When did this happen? When was the last communication you had with this person? Is there anything you can provide to enable me to track this person down? And funny enough, I got the location of the person I sent money to. The money was reversed. I got everything, the picture, the last picture the person ever took. So this tech AI is becoming crazy these days, even in construction. In the field of medicine, healthcare sectors, AI is being used in predicting care, therapy. There's so many things AI is being done in all sectors. Let's even move it down to construction, which I know that most of us are from the construction industry. Well, as you said, yeah, AI is being used to prepare budgeting, quotation, and all those smart intelligence, predictive maintenance, and all that. That's from a dashboard, you can look at your whole construction work and see what is happening in terms of stakeholder management. AI can give
Sure.
AI can call for meeting, send you day-to-day report on what is happening on your site. Last year, then there's also this new AI tech is wearable, whereby your staffs wear something like a smartwatch on their arms. It reads their body temperature, reads their heartbeats. Whenever a staff is becoming weak, the AI triggers the dashboard to notify the site manager that this person needs to go on a break. So you see, this tech is becoming so crazy these days that they do a lot of things. And the earlier we get a perspective of what and how to align ourselves to use this, definitely we on the project management side, we are still very much lucky. Why would I say so? Because most of the jobs being affected by AI is much, but project management, we're still much on the safer side a little bit. Why? Because AI will not come down to manage the human side of
No.
project management. That is why we are still a little bit on the safer side, but then AI is also taking most of the work. We need to collaborate with these systems. It's not about, I think at the edge we are now is more of human AI collaboration instead of being on the dark side of things. So let's talk about where Nigeria stands in the global AI scape. We understand that Nigeria is in the front line of tech. There's so many tech savvy startups being rolled out in Nigeria these days. And then, but in as much as Nigeria is in the front line of technology, in the front line of accepting this AI, but then there's still a gap. 70% of projects still rely on manual processing, WhatsApp communication, and non-centralized data systems. Most of us still rely on using Excel, sending a mail to your supervisors to check on what's going to happen next, a phone call to get an update on what next to do. We are still very much, there's still a gap to fill in this aspect. Why do projects fail? Projects fail because of unclear goals. So these issues listed here are the problems that AI can actually solve. Unclear goals and objectives, poor planning, lack of communication, lack of stakeholder engagement, inadequate resource, ineffective leadership, lack of user involvement. When there is an unclear goal, project tends to fail. Poor planning, but with the use of AI, a use of AI in this regard can solve this problem. Lack of communication. AI can also send up a weekly updates, sync on our dashboards, bring up update on, okay, this is where we are on this project. This is the next step. AI can also remind us of the milestones. Okay, fine. We have reached this milestone in this project. This is the next phase of it to go. Advantages of AI in project management: enhancing productivity and efficiency through automation and optimization. Wale, you made mention of this somehow when you talk about automation and optimization. This is where AI comes to play a very big role. Improvement in decision-making process, data-driven insight, streamlining resource allocation, scheduling through AI algorithm, enhancement project risk, maintenance and mitigation. In construction industry, to say, AI plays a major role in construction at the moment. It streamlines allocation in terms of preparing budgets. AI plays a good role there. AI can take up a past data on a project that was being done before and then predict it using the current price and then, okay, fine. If this project cost us this amount last week, I think this is the new price in the market now, and I think we should go with this. AI can be able to do that, improve decision making. As a project manager, your core competence at all time, it should be improving your decision making, knowing what to do. You are kind of a control, you are the one connecting the dots, being on the front line of this event and knowing the exact thing to do at each moment. Management, then also communication. AI bridge this gap. There's so many AI systems today that sends us or that sends out updates every morning, maybe after, depending on how it's programmed, telling you, okay, fine, in terms of our budget, in terms of our project plan, this is what is happening. This is the next stage we need to go. This is what needs to be done this week. Upper week, this is what needs to be done. AI thinks everybody need to be on the know of what is happening on each project at each moment, every time. Both the people in the field, the stakeholders, and the whole team involved in each project. How AI change project role, the role of project management. So currently, the integration of AI is redefining project management role, transforming traditional responsibilities into strategic and analytical function for better project outcome and performance. AI will enable you as a project manager to make smarter decisions. AI will enable you as a project manager to interpret data, collaborations. AI will give you insight of what needs to be done at each moment. It takes off those burden of you micromanaging into strategically. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, so smarter decisions are being made now. Project management is moving from just sitting on your Excel, using your Microsoft project, using your Excel paper to tabulate things. No, we are being moved from the ordinary project management we used to do then to being smart decision, to being able to interpret data, to be in the front line of collaboration right now. Because with this text, we can do a lot of things with AI at the moment. And project managers need to understand that our work is being shifting every day to make smarter decisions, to interpret data more efficiently, and to enhance collaboration. Right now, we no longer micromanage people. You no longer call, hey, you meant to do this task. No, a system is being put in place where AI serves as a reminder. All these things are being imputed ahead of time. AI now does the job of micromanaging people. It gives you a free hand to think strategically and prepare on what's ahead. The old tools of project management are being chosen. The days of Gantt charts and the have been stepping in project management for years. They offer visual representation of tasks, but often become cumbersome as project scale leading and as project goes forth. Excel can no longer work. Yeah, I know it still works. People still use it, but we are moving from these old tools to AI-powered tools like Notion, AI, Asana, Trello. These tools are being infused with AI to make project management work, both the planning stage, execution stage, and monitoring stage much more easier. So let me ask, how many of you know about these new tools? Have anybody used Asana before? Please let me know any new project management tool you are using at the moment. Have anybody tried any of these tools right now?
You can just raise your hand. You can just raise your hand. Do not use the chat box. Just react by raising your hand. It will indicate. Joseph Chukwuka has raised the hand.
Okay, Joseph raised his hand.
Yeah, I think he's saying yes. Yeah. Joseph has indicated that he's using one of the new tools for project management. Who else? Anyone on the call?
Maybe not the one I listed before. If you have used any new AI infused project management tool, Asana, Trello, there's so many of them out there.
Yeah, they are three. I don't know if you can you see them? There are 4 now. Joseph, Ahmed, Ayomide, and Okedinachi. I'm so sorry if I don't pronounce that well. I'm a Yoruba man. I don't mean to murder your name. Chibundu, Okedinachi. Yeah, they are 4 now. I think you have your answers. They have indicated that they're using one or more of those tools that you mentioned.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Sorry, I'm not able to see the chat at once.
Yeah.
So you is there anything you notice different from these tools than using Excel to manage a project? The days of Gantt chart, designing a Gantt chart with Excel. Is there anything
You can unmute. You can unmute and answer that question.
This kind of a discussion class.
Unmute and answer the question.
ChatGPT. Trust me, ChatGPT is also a project management tool at the moment. Though it sounds weird, but you can actually use ChatGPT to manage a project. So, do anybody have anything to share?
If I may chime in, Prosper, if I may chime in a bit on that. ChatGPT is, well, let's say because OpenAI actually opened the door for the emergence of artificial intelligence about 2-3 years ago, if I remember well. Okay, Chibundu says new tools are much more easier to use and understand. Thank you so much for that contribution. As I was saying, ChatGPT opened the floor for the emergence of all these other tools. But even right now, for those of us that are very much familiar with the standard of project management globally, Project Management Institute in the US recently deployed their own artificial intelligence, and it is called Infinity AI. And it is more like ChatGPT. You can, what PMI is saying is that they are not AI shaming anyone. They are saying practically that project managers are eligible to use AI tools. They are also saying that you don't need to shy away from it because they believe that it should be part of the project management standard. So if an institute like PMI is deploying their own artificial intelligence tools, it means project managers are actually qualified to use them. Infinity is more like ChatGPT, all right? And it shouldn't sound weird. ChatGPT has fully become a project management tool, right? Because I know how many times my interns are on this call, the 2 of them are on this call. I tell them every week when we have our workshops, right, that use ChatGPT, use AI tools. It is emerging, right? You have to be involved in the present and in the future. So this is just me chiming into what you said. AI, you can't run away from it. You can. So not to take much of your time, Mr. Prosper, please proceed.
Okay, yeah. So I agree with you, but some people might say ChatGPT is not really a project management tool, but it is not in real sense. I agree with you. To a certain extent, it's not. But there's some prompts. It can do it can do your budgeting. It can do resource allocation depending on what you feed it into. It might not send you a reminder.
Are you sitting on the fence?
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sitting on the fence. So I agree with you. It's not really a project management tool. Let's be professional, though. It is not. But it's all these other tools like Asana. So I choose not to argue that, Wally. Let me move on from there. But all these tools from Asana make our work.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have a long talk. We'll have a long talk on it after the session. Don't worry. We have our own breakout. Convince you. Don't worry.
How are you? Notion is there, Asana is there. And trust me, these tools now, you can't go, for people who are still coming into the industry, you can't approach these new companies now with the first going on saying that you're a project manager without knowing how to use one of these tools. In as much as Microsoft Project is not that elaborate, but it still works. You need to get familiarizing yourself with this new tech, with these new tools. Asana is being used very, very much here in UK. Trello is being used. Notion is also being used. Microsoft Project, I still give it still does the work. I don't think anybody still uses Excel at the moment. Wale, do you still make use of Excel to manage projects?
I can't remember the last time I used
You
Excel.
can't remember. Yeah, but trust me, 2 years back, 3 years back, all we know is about Excel. 3 years back, our documentation is Excel, Google Sheets, a whole line of saving your mail trend online to serve as an evidence. I sent this mail, I did not send this mail. People losing focus on the project going on because people lost track record of where the project is at the moment. So, AI now is the big deal. As project managers, as new interns in this field, we need to reposition ourselves well to use these tools. AI, they're not taking our job, but someone who is using them practically, who understands how this system works, sets himself to be much more employable than us who are not using it. So let's move. So what can you do at this moment? What are the practical steps in order to position yourself as a new era project manager? We need to learn AI basics, even as much as ChatGPT prompt, as easy as all those things, to be able to tell this AI system, this is what we want. There's free courses on Coursera, Udemy, YouTube. Learning is much more. Everybody needs to go back to the drawing table. What we know 2 years back is no longer applicable now. We need to upscale ourselves and learn. Integrate AI tool into your project flow. Start making use of all those. There are still free versions of Notion out there. There's still free version of Trello. Use the free versions. Familiarize yourself with these tools. Use them as much as you can. Try your hands on it. Are you planning your next birthday? Is there any other thing you're planning? Is there anything you're planning in your church? Carry it over to these tools. Delegate these tasks. Set your timeline. Set upfront messages and all this. Use these tools and try. Keep using them. You will get better in as much as you use them every day. Make use of them, and then you can proceed from there. Upskill yourself. In as much as you're learning, your team, everybody need to dive into this new AI trend so we can position ourselves as better project managers. So artificial intelligence, before we log out, artificial intelligence is not a distant future. It's a competitive edge for today. Companies that embrace AI thoughtfully and strategically are setting themselves up for sustainable growth, innovation, and leadership in the market. AI is a partner. Project managers must evolve. Yeah, you must upskill yourself to be able to fight competitively in the market. You have what it takes. These tools are already available. They are not going anywhere. AI is being adopted in all sectors of our life right now. Be it entertainment. Lately now, there is a new AI tool that you can produce a music with in 10 minutes. It will drop the beat for you, give AI the lyrics, it will produce the beat, do the voiceover for you, synchronize your voice to what you want your voice to sound like, then master this music for you and push it out there. There is a whole lot happening with AI at the moment. So there's something happened. There's something I experienced something last week. I bumped my leg on something. I missed a step when I was training. I screamed because I fell from the staircase. Do you know, funny enough, maybe because my, as little as Siri might sound, which we have on our phone, do you know Siri bopped up bopped up and say, hello, is everything all right? Do you want me to activate this service? I screamed, yeah, your phone. So these systems are watching us every day. There is a large scream I did, and maybe it noticed the vibration from my pocket. Siri responded back to me, hello, sir, is everything all right? Do you want me to activate any of the emergency services? I was like, wow, have we gotten to this extent? So in as much as we think these tools are far away from us, even from watching your Netflix, AI algorithms, once you log in your account, the movie I've watched before, AI algorithms will crawl through the web and use your past movie you watched in order to suggest new ones. I'm not sure there's any aspect of our life right now that have not been affected by AI. I'm not sure there's any aspect of our life that have not been touched by AI. This is to show you how crazy this innovation is, and we need to jump on these things as project managers as soon as possible. So, any question before we continue? So, I have one question, Wale. What's the
Yeah.
weirdest thing you think AI have done at the moment, or weirdest thing you have used AI for? Some people use AI to cook, fashion, to choose the clothing. Yeah. So, what's the weirdest thing you have done with AI?
I have a little story to tell, but I think I will allow the participant to
Okay, it's
cool
open. It's
off
more of
with
a
that
conversation
question.
about
What
that
is the
teaching
weirdest-
thing you have done with AI.
yeah. What have you been using?
AI
Let's even
is
break it
you
down. What have you been using AI for,
right
and
for.
what is the weirdest thing you have used AI for? Please unmute and share a story with us. Abdulaziz, Ahmad, Shibundu, Ayomide, Ijoma, Fatima. You can unmute, right? I want to believe that you can unmute. Yeah, there is no restriction on that. So anybody want to share a
So
story with
anybody
us?
can
What you
say something. This is more of a conversation class.
response? Okay, maybe let me just open the floor. Okay. So I don't think there is anything weird for me. I've been using AI to produce videos. Like I've been because I own a faceless YouTube channel. I've been using AI combination of AI tools to actually produce videos in storytelling, especially epic historical storytelling, and also some ads. You know, you will think that maybe I carry the whole camera out there to shoot some scenes. No, I don't leave my desk, and I'll
Yeah.
produce a video of, say, it depends on what you want. But the story I had, I actually read, I watched this on Instagram, and it's still haunting me. It's a TV program, and they were having a discussion, just like we're having a discussion on AI now. And one of the participants actually said that, is AI now having conscience? Because something happened, I think, I can't, was it UK or US? Right. So an AI engineer was trying to adjust, like repurpose this AI engine into another thing. And you know what is AI? Because they're having a bunch of AI agents connected to each other. They call it neural networks now, AI neural networks. So one of the I don't know, this story is real because I read it online, right? One of the AI had to send an email to the wife of the engineer as a blackmail that the engineer is seeing another girl at work. And it was the AI that composed that email and sent it to that. Yeah. I thought it was a joke, but it is not, because the story it's actually happening, right? So the question was, is AI having a conscience? Because if after 3 years of the emergence of AI, at least the ones we know, if this is happening, then we might start respecting the AI that we're using. Like, start your conversation with "sir." Good morning, sir. Please. So that the day they run,
Rogue.
in quotes, you will know that at least you have been treating the AI in a very, very respectful way. But that I don't have any weird story. That is just something I watched online. And I pray that it does not happen again, because if that is happening, I don't know what will happen in the next 5 years. So that is just something that I saw on the global scene, and it has not left my mind. I've been thinking over it over and over, saying, look at the picture you're currently displaying. I think I will freak out if I see a robot in my office one day, because I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for the ad. All right. So Anybody right now, the participant who wants to share a story, you can unmute. Oluwa Tofarati. Somebody raised a hand. Let me see.
Okay, so good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, well done. I am
It's
it.
not like a story, like a question.
Okay.
So you mentioned something about how AI has touched every part of our lives.
Yes.
So I have a question. This saying that says the beauty in things is the imperfection of human hands.
Oh, okay.
Okay, can I continue?
Continue.
So the question,
Yeah, go on.
question is, how can organizations balance the efficiency gains of AI with the needs of human creativity
Oh,
and judgment in project execution?
all right.
Do you get the question?
Yeah, I think, but you're breaking a little bit. The last part of it, I
Okay.
couldn't hear.
Yeah. Can you repeat the question, please?
The last part
Okay,
of
I
it.
say, how can organizations balance the efficiency gains of AI with the imperfections or creativity of humans and judgment in project execution?
Oh, okay, fine. So let me come in this way. This is where project management comes in. This is where your expertise comes in as a project manager. The truth is that AI feed on data. Humans still need to impute those data. AI without humans cannot function 100%. I still believe in that. No matter how tech the AI still need that human effort. Even if it just wants to prompt it, humans need to impute those data on AI. But then think of it, let's weigh this is a two-edged sword. It makes work easy. Organization needs it. It saves us time. It's much more, AI is faster than us. It's a machine language. It thinks, I wouldn't want to agree that AI thinks more than us, but then it's computer. Organizations need to find a way to balance this. In as much as we use this AI, then we also need to upskill. We need to see it in a form of collaboration instead of replacement. Your organization cannot replace you because then at the end of the day, they still need AI will never do the work a project manager will do. AI will not do the work of human resource. Your HR, AI cannot do those work. But then we also need AI now as part of the staff members. Trust me, a time will come where we need to design a deck for AI. Maybe not now. Yeah, it's also we need to see them. We need to see AIs now as part of the team. I was watching a tech startup. I think some time ago, the startup founder said the lines of code that takes his software developers, he pays millions of naira a month plus at fast. That's the fastest they could go. A month, 3 weeks. This line of code was being done by ChatGPT in 25 minutes. So as a CEO right now, if I should throw it open to the house, will you dismiss your staff or will you collapse your staff to use AI to run your tech startup? Or do you still need those human efforts in your organization? I'm trying to answer your question, but at the same time, I'm throwing it back to the house. Wale, as a startup, you found out that AI could design an application. You are paying some software engineers. The list of them takes on 1.5 million naira monthly. And you found out that those software that takes them, an app development that takes them a month and 2 weeks to develop, that's how fast they could go. But ChatGPT can run the same app, can run the same line of code in 25 minutes. If you are the CEO, will you displace human effort and say, okay, fine, I'm using AI to run my organization? Is it sketchy stuff?
You want me to answer that question?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll come in from this angle, right? I currently belong to a global remote team, and the CEO, or let me say the founder of that team,
Yeah.
always say that he founded the company on the emergence of artificial intelligence. Did you get that? He founded the company on the emergence of artificial intelligence. The company was not running before ChatGPT came on board.
Yes.
So despite the fact that he founded the company or the team on the emergence of artificial intelligence, he's still employing people to do the job. Now, where is he striking the balance? Now, remember that I said it's a global remote team. This team, the founder is currently in New York, United States. Now, what he does, and let me say the philosophy behind his approach is, if he's paying you £1 per hour now, and he gives you ChatGPT, he gives you Runway, he gives you Midjourney, he gives you Ready AI, gives you the features. Those are the AI tools that I know he has introduced me to, right? And then he expects you to deliver 100 tasks in 1 hour. He's going to pay you one naira for that 1 hour, and you have delivered 100 tasks. So it is more of efficiency. Now, back to your question, I will not dismiss my programmers because ChatGPT can do it. I will actually give them more work to do in shorter time, which means if I was to pay them, you made mention of 1.5 M per month, and the task was to take them 2 months before, which means I'll be paying them 3 million on a single line on a single program of code. Then I can actually ensure that they do 10 of that in 1 month and they get paid 1.5.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So back to your point, AI will actually not eliminate your job, but it will eliminate you if you do not level up with the emergence of AI. He has said it. I have said it to my interns.
Yes.
We have been discussing AI. You have to talk about AI. There is nothing. AIs are now driving cars. So go and check Tesla. There are self-driven cars now. What do you think is driving the car? Human intelligence? Is AI. Is AI, which means you can fold your hand, impute the location you are going, and your car is driving itself. But you are still in the car. Will the emergence of AI eliminate the building of cars, manufacturing of cars? No, but they have found a way to integrate AI into it. That is what we are saying. Just, in fact, right now, I'm learning some things. I'm learning automation right now. There's nothing to hide. My interns know. I told them the last time. I'm currently learning automations because I know that as a project manager, you might be at the, forget about your certifications. I have 2 of them right now. You might be at the back of the class later if you do not know how to do some really cool stuff.
Yes.
So that is my answer to your question.
Okay. So this is it. I agree with you 100%. Whoever does not meet up with these strategies, it's not about AI will never do the job alone. Is you, how much of them can you use? How much of AI can you infuse into your work to make it much more easy? How are you automating? How are you monitoring? How are you sending feedback? How are you collaborating with anybody, with anyone? How are you managing these tasks? Is what counts. AI is just a tool for you to work with, but then we need to level up to it because it was never there. We need to come up to a certain extent where we're able to use these tools to be able to work. Hope did I answer your question? Hello.
Ayomide?
Yes, sir, you answered that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Prosper, I think we have 10 minutes on the clock. Like I said, there is no African time. It's indicated on the flyer, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. I want to maintain that. Maybe you use 1 minute, 2 minutes to wrap up. Then we ask the participants to come up with their questions, all within 10 minutes, if that is fine.
Okay. Basically, I'm almost done. I try to make it as fast as, since you said there is no much time, I try to be as fast as possible. The entire purpose of this call is to bring to our awareness that AI is here, and we are in a new era. Africans, we missed out on the first industrial era. We are trying to catch up. This is a new era happening, the era of artificial intelligence. We all need to embrace it now. Move towards it. embrace it, learn about it, and implement. Trust me, learning about it alone, reading about it alone is not enough. You need to practicalize this. You need to infuse them. You need to use it. We need to stand out in AI usage. We need to use them in our roles, in wherever we find ourselves as project managers, to make our work much more easier in terms of collaboration, automation, risk management. There's no aspect of construction that we don't use AI on. Risk mitigation, we use AI. Automation, we use AI. Whichever angle you talk about, you may think about it, we need to find the perfect tool that does the work and make you stand out from your peers and use it. Thank you. So this is where we stop. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prosper, for your time and also for coming on the program. Like I told you when I was having the conversation with you, we don't have money to pay you. We're doing this for the community. We're doing this for humanity. As you can see, we are about 11 on this call. And I mean, that is not much, but I mean, it's okay. If it's just 10, 9 people that are able to benefit from this lecture, from this topic, I think I am satisfied. We have about 7 minutes on the clock. I will want to throw it back to the participant now to come up with their questions. I will also be happy to answer some of your questions aside from the answers that the presenter will provide. So you have the floor. If you have 1 question, 2 questions, please bring them up now. And after that, we'll wrap up. Thank you. Just unmute and ask a question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
All right. I have 2 questions for you, sir. My first question: with AI handling things like task allocation, scheduling, and reporting, what human skill will matter most for project managers?
Okay.
You get my question, sir?
Yeah. So now, what if you listen to what I said before, the roles of project managers is moving from this now. As your roles, we are moving from the traditional project management, where the project manager have to sit down, allocate this one, do this, do that. No, our roles are now moving to be more strategic thinking. We are moving kind of business development. Let me use that. You are thinking of the next project. You are thinking of how best to communicate with your stakeholders. So AI does most of this job for you. Your core competence now lies on managerial. That is where AI is pushing project managers to now. How much can you handle? You being able to hold the points, the different angles of this together. AI will handle. Days ago, when you be the one sending reports, do you know that's no longer your job as a project manager? Allow AI to do those ones, sending reports, setting deadlines, and all this. No, that's why these tools are here for you now to serve as a reminder to do those manual project management. I used to call them the list of project management tasks. These tools, hand over these tools to AI for you to do, then you become more of a data interpreter. When AI gather these tools for you, you are not championing the strategic thinking. The data interpretation is where your work lies now, and most more of collaboration. Did I answer it?
All right,
Yeah,
sir. Thank you.
if I may chime in, Ahmad, before you ask the second question. He has provided that apt answer to your question, but I would like to remind you that there are 3 aspects and components when it comes to project management. There is the process component, the people component, and the business acumen component. You came in from the angle of tasks, right? That is the process. And like you said, strategic thinking, right? Let me add to that. The presenter already mentioned strategic thinking. AI will not do that for you.
Yes.
All right. AI will not do negotiations for you. AI will not do critical thinking. AI will not do what's it called? Mediating between your team members, conflict resolution, exactly. AI will not do that for you. And that is the people component. All right. Then the business acumen part of it AI will not get your next project for you. AI won't. AI won't go out to speak to your stakeholders. You can send them email as much as you want. No, I've met stakeholders before. So I was trying to establish the communication model like, sir, would you like me to use WhatsApp to get to you? Or would you like me to use Notion? Can I add you to our Monday board? Would you like me to add you to our Trello board? He said, no, come to my house. Will you send AI to go to his house? So that is why, when he was opening the lecture, he said, we are safe. It is really difficult for AI to replace project managers. Totally, at least not in 2025. Even in the future, we have done the analysis. So the human part of project management is still key. You have to lock it down. In fact, it is the core of project management, which is my own area of expertise. I believe in the people component of project. Okay? If I take care of the people on my project, the process and the other parts will be taken care of. So that is just me chiming in. So go on with your second question.
So before your second question, I said before your second question, you spoke on stakeholders. So
Yes.
in that, I have a question.
Okay.
So like, how can the coming in of AI into PM, how can it challenge the foundation principle of leadership? Like I'm talking of the accountability part and the stakeholders trust. And what
Okay.
framework can be developed to govern the evolving relationship?
Sorry, you have to speak up very well. I didn't hear that part.
I think the coming of AI into PM, to PM management.
Okay.
How can it challenge the foundation principle of leadership? Like the accountability aspect and the stakeholders trust. And what kind of framework or guideline can be used to develop the problem?
Okay. Prosper, do you want to answer
I
that?
think I get him a little bit. Yeah. So what matters most to stakeholders, to most stakeholders is accountability. You being able to feedback. AI can do feedback for you, but then you don't do the negotiation like as Wale said. The empathic side of it, AI can just send your stakeholders, okay, fine, feedback. This is where we are at this stage. This is the milestone we have covered. Maybe looking at a dashboard, there is a way to onboard your stakeholders on the particular. Maybe looking at dashboard, they will see the progress you are making. But then, as Wale said, the empathic side of project management, AI will not be the one to negotiate, to talk to your stakeholders in the tone you understand them. AI can just speak to everybody in general language, but inside they say, okay, this person understands me this way. This is the best way to handle this person. It's not left for you as the project man to tailor your feedback personally to each of these your stakeholders to know best way. The empathic side of AI is still missing a little bit. AI is still yet to get it 100% when it comes to empathy. I don't know if you can hear me. So you as a project manager now is still your duty, but then the other aspect of feedback on project progress, AI can handle that aspect of you. In terms of winning their trust, if AI does all those ones for you, then bro, what are we doing? so that's it. AI will do the ones it can do, but as a project manager, we still need that human interference between you and the stakeholders to make things work.
Right.
Is that okay?
All right. My second question.
Okay.
What kind of mistakes do professionals make when first trying to transition or apply AI to project management, and how can we manage them, or how can we avoid them?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
If you allow me, Prosper, I would like to answer that question.
Okay, go on, Wale.
Yeah. So I always believe that we all know the meaning of artificial intelligence, right?
Yeah.
It is artificial. It is And intelligence that is artificial is not human intelligence. It's not spiritual intelligence. It's not heavenly intelligence. It's not celestial intelligence. Those are the intelligence that I think are like superior to human intelligence, right? It is artificial intelligence. And like the speaker said, AI feeds on data, okay? So going back to your question, that was just my introduction. The mistake you can make as a project manager trying to infuse or apply artificial intelligence into your day-to-day activities is basically solely relying on AI to do everything for you, especially during planning stage. Don't forget that artificial intelligence tools is also relying heavily on your own understanding of that area you are trying to allow the AI to execute for you. For instance, if you want an AI to write the business case of your project, which is like one of the early stage documents of a project, you must already have your brief. You must already understand what the project scope is all about. You must know the schedule. You must know the timeline and duration of your project. You must know the expectation of your stakeholders, and you must have known you must have envisaged what your end results will be. Those are your input. And then the AI will be your tools, and then it will give you the output, which is the business case. Now, imagine you just going to AI, hey, Oga, just give me a business case on this without enough data. Then you get rubbish. So solely relying on AI when you're trying to, use it as a project manager it will not just affect your planning document or whatever you want to get out of it. It will also, little by little, diminish you. There is a part of your brain called hippocampus. It allows you to think critically. It allows you to be creative. All right. I know that the downside of AI is it's going to deplete our hippocampus. Because heavily rely on AI it will like take you far away from thinking every day. It will. Only people that AI should be your last resort. It should be, oh, I've done this, I've done this. Can I improve it? Oh, I've written that letter. I want to submit this letter to the state government house. I've written that letter. Can I throw it into DeepSeek? Can I throw it into Copilot? Can I throw it into Gemini? Can I throw it to ChatGPT? Claude, can I throw it there so that it will now improve it? Even with that, you still need to pre-feed it with some basics, right? So I believe that the mistake project managers will actually make is solely relying on it. Solely relying on it will kill us. It should be our assistant, like the presenter said. It should be our assistant, like our intern, somebody to run errands for us. All right, that's how it should be. It shouldn't be our boss. It shouldn't be our supervisor telling us things to do because it is artificial. Okay, you see, I still cross-reference everything I ask ChatGPT to do for me. I still read. Some people don't read. That is why I catch them. The moment you submit a document to me, I will know that it is ChatGPT that writes it. And normally, I'm not supposed to. It is none of my business. So you need to be smart about it too. So if you are brainless and you want to use AI, the output of the AI tool you are using will a bunch of BS, a bunch of rubbish. So that is the answer to your question. If that satisfies you, Prosper, if you want to add to that, just chime in a bit, and then we can wrap up for the day.
Yeah, Wale, you did a lot of justice to that. These systems are not spiritual. Let me say it again. AI feeds on data, and you can't always believe AI to be 100% right at all the time. Though there are computers, but AI does mistake. So we as project managers, then also I want to bring about trial. That's why I also mentioned keep trying all these tools. You can't have a project and then jump in to use an AI system you have never used before. You are bound to fail. It's just like you just jump into Trello. You will, because you have never used it before. You're coming from Excel. It gives us time. Project managers should upskill themselves. Use these tools. Use this platform. Get acquainted to it. know them, know the best way, set it up. You can tweak those tools to whatever you want them to do. It's about the way it's bent on the way you tweak them to work. That's the way they work. They make use of data. It's the data you impute in them that they will work. Is garbage in, garbage out. So as a project manager, you should understand your project scope, your project delivery, and your milestones. Whatever it is you are doing with your project, you should know. Then get these systems and use it well. That's how. So I'm more on the learning side. Understand what you want. Like now, if I want to do video, I will use a Mid Journey. ChatGPT cannot compete with Mid Journey when it comes to that.
Mhm.
It depends on there's so many tools. It's just like a Ferrari and a Peugeot 206. Ferrari will get there before Peugeot will meet me. Do you understand?
Okay.
So it depends on what you want. Use the right tools. There is a perfect tool for each job. Seek them out and use them as of when due. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our able guest speaker for today. If you let me just say this, for those of you that are on the call, I already spoke with the presenter for connection. If you want to connect with him on LinkedIn, I already dropped the link on the chat, the WhatsApp group. But if you can't find it and you need it, let me know. He is open to questions. You can also reach out to him on LinkedIn and ask for money too. He's rich. Don't mind him. He's just pretending. All right. You can ask him for opportunities. You can ask him for advice. You can ask him to loan you money. Don't worry. He's Prosper. You know him. All right. Let's forget about this project management stuff. All right. He has money. Eh? So you can reach out to him for money too. So jokes aside, you can reach out to him on professional development, on a learning curve, if you need any professional advice, if you want to meet someone that you think he knows. So part of the reasons, one of the reasons why we actually started this platform is so that we connect you to people in the industry who already have experience, like me, like him, like a bunch of other people that we're bringing, which he is aware of them. By the time we start throwing flyers out, he will know those people. They are people that are in our circle, but these people are up high there. Like, honestly, I am already looking at the people we are bringing for subsequent episodes, and you guys will have a lot to learn, just like you have learned today. Also, before we go, I put on the WhatsApp group that there will be a follow-up quiz for this session. The quiz will be solely based on the lecture you have received today, and it's just 10 questions in about 3 minutes or so. And there are cash prizes to be won. The platform is called Candrid. You can just check out candrid.com and open your account and send your username to the WhatsApp group. By tomorrow, we're going to send you the link to take the quiz. The quiz will be for a limited time. Maybe within 30 minutes, you can take your quiz, and whoever comes first, second, and third will have their money. And aside that, you can always check candrid.com for campaigns in form of quizzes. They run it every evening. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, our able speaker for today. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate the content you have given us. We hope that in our subsequent episodes, you are able to come back to also impact us on other topics. So everyone, I know we are 10 minutes, the time frame that was set, but it's fine. I want to apologize for that. I think the lecture took more than I thought it would take. So thank you, everyone. God bless you. In our subsequent episodes, I'm going to put information on the WhatsApp group. If you are already on that WhatsApp, you don't need to join you don't need to register, you don't need to do anything. The flyers will be for new people trying to come into the sessions. All right. So thank you. More information will come on the WhatsApp group. Bye, everyone, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.